Hello and welcome back to another in-depth weather video. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Right now, I'm on the National Weather Service page where we are continuing our cold and windy section of the United States. Right in here, we'll also be looking at a little clipper system, at least that's what I call it, moving through the northern plains and finishing up with the storm in the northeast. Also a few red flag warnings, but we are not going to be going over that today, maybe tomorrow. But let's jump right on into it. So we do have winter weather advisories in the north. We have frost advisories and freeze warnings in the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, as well as some areas around the Great Lakes. Now behind that, we do have stronger winds associated with that cold front. Now that is starting a red flag warning, which means possible wildfires in this region right here. But behind that, we have wind advisories. But that is about it. So let's move on here to the Doppler radar. So in the east, you can see that system still moving through the northeast, and that'll continue to be moving through until probably early morning, early afternoon part of today. Now you start to see this flow starting to move into the northern regions of the United States. This will be the beginnings of our clipper system that will be bringing snow to this region. So right now we're going to go to the satellite. We're going to look at the geocolor animation loop, and you can see that flow moving right on through the northern plains. Now quickly, I just want to check in with the tropics. So in the tropics, you can see that we do have one disturbance which has 60% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours. It has a 70% chance in 5 days. Now I saw from the National Hurricane Center Twitter that if this does form, I believe it would be subtropical. Obviously that could change depending on how long it takes and when it moves south. We saw yesterday in the GFS model that when it came south, it got a little bit more organized, but right now it has subtropical characteristics, and if it does become a organized quote-unquote system in the next probably day or two, it would be classified as subtropical, then possibly upgraded to tropical. But we do have to watch and see for that. Now moving on to the NAM, we can see that storm system moving out with some force and some snow in the interior parts of Maine as a quote-unquote nor'easter. That low pressure does form a little late, but it does intensify there. We also see that clipper system going to be moving through today, clipping right across the north. That moves out, leaving behind a little trail, some extra snowfall. Then the next wave moves on to the Pacific Northwest, and that starts to move across the country. Then we start to get some Gulf moisture. Then, let's move on here. Could we possibly see these form up into maybe an interior storm for the northeast, or maybe something just Canada? We'll see. But we definitely have to watch this next system moving on ashore of the west coast. Also, you can see at the very end here, possibly some tropical development in the Central American Gyre. But right now, I just want to go back here to thermodynamics, and we're going to look at temperatures. So now that cold front moves through, the northeast gets much colder. And then behind this clipper system, even colder temperatures come in. And you can see that cold front moving through as well. We definitely have to watch right in here. That's kind of the target zone for all this cold and the moisture at the same time. And we could see a little bit more snow in this region before this cold air pocket moves out. Now, moving to the tropics, we're going to go to the GFS model, and we're going to go to the North Atlantic. And we're going to track those two systems. Right now, here is that system that could possibly develop in the next couple of days. As you can see, the further it gets south, the better it has of becoming tropical. But I do want to look at the Central American gyre, as this shows that it produces a storm that gains a little intensity, then it moves through Cuba, really gaining intensity now, moves through, and then kind of rides up into Florida. And makes a sharp turn, and then moves into the Gulf. A very strange path, and then it ends up hitting the Yucatan. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think so. It just seems very, very awkward to me. But we do have to wait and see. This is very far out. This is November 1st, so long ways away. But that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.